What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are grading every Marvel rival skin in season 2 of the battle pass Flower of Krakoa. So we're going to be grading them from a scale of 1 to 10, 1 not being so good, 10 being the best. So this is my personal preference. Let me know down in the comments what skin you like the most, what would you grade them. So we're going to jump right into it. All right, our first skin up is Spider-Oni. This one was leaked for a long time. I'm surprised it's in the battle pass and not being sold as a separate skin, but let's inspect it, dude. I want to get another look. I think this is the MVP for it. Yeah, it looks amazing so far. It reminds me a lot of Demon Slayer. I think because it's like that kind of same time period of Japan that they both are taking from right now. We get the Oni mask. We get to see his colors peek through with the red and blue. The blue is a little bit more dull, I guess, compared to the red. We get the Spider-Man emblem on the chest. We also get it in the back. We see the Spider-Man, what'd you call this? Spider-Man balls. These colored balls right here. I love the mask. It's a very simple skin, but that's kind of what adds to it, really. I did read the skin's backstory and it reminds me a lot of Demon Slayer because he's abandoned as a child and then he trains to defeat demons and be a hero. So it kind of reminds me of Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. I'm going to give this one a 8 out of 10, honestly. We have the retro X-Men uniform for Psylocke. Well, on a closer look, you can see the butterfly actually on the hairpiece right here and then on the chest as well. We get the X-Men emblem right there. Great for Psylocke. Let's inspect it. I want to see this. I like her hitting that hand sign. Some shit we see from Naruto. Yeah, classic X-Men, pulling from the Uncanny X-Men run. If I'd play Psylocke, I would rock this one for sure. I'm gonna give this one a 8 out of 10 for Psylocke. I think this is amazing for Psylocke. All right, we're on page 2 of the battle pass. We have the Nut Rocker. Okay, what did I just read? I just read the Nut Rocker. So this is coming from the Punk line of the skins we've gotten so far. So Spider-Man's got one, Hulk's got one, Magik. Am I missing? I feel like I'm missing someone else that has a Punk skin. Squirrel looks like she got added into the mix. Another one that's been on the leaks for a long time. So again, I'm surprised that it's on the battle pass and not sold separately like the other Punk skins were. Honestly, I don't love the Punk skins. I think my favorite one out of them is the Magik. I'm going to be a little bit more harsher when I grade this one. I think it's a nice that the slingshot's a hand sign for like actual like kind of Punk music, I guess. The Squirrel is actually designed. Yeah, right. They changed up the Squirrel. Gave it a piercing and stuff. The colors are nice. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 10. I'm gonna be real harsh on this one. All right, we're on page 3 of the battle pass. So another retro skin, this time for Magik. All right, let's inspect this one. I think the Psylocke one's better though compared to the Magik one, honestly. Maybe because they gave her more detail compared to this Magik skin. Let's look how the ultimate form looks on this one. Ugh, don't love that. It's definitely creepy. I think the skin tone is what makes me a little bit grossed out or creeped out. The horns are amazing. The hair is blonde like Magik's. But honestly, other than that, I'm not a big fan. Maybe it's just the colors that throw it off on this form. In general, I think a 7 out of 10. It looks nice. I think it's great how they're pulling from that classic look of the X-Men, but I think a 7 out of 10 for Magik. All right, we're on page 4 of the battle pass. So we have the red Runway veil. So this is for Black Widow. Let's see the inspection. Get a look at this one. Okay, kind of the general thing we get from Black Widow. You know what's a nice detail is the hair, actually. The veil, I feel like, is the biggest piece here. I like how it actually fits into the theme of a spider. We get the emblem on her earrings and chest for Black Widow. Am I gonna grade it too high? I'm gonna give this Black Widow a skin. I'm gonna give this one a 8 out of 10. All right, we are on page 5 of the battle pass. So this is the one for Luna Snow. So this is the one that fits in with Spider-Man on the Demon's Day category. I'm not gonna pronounce it, dude. I'm gonna pronounce that thing all wrong, but she does have a backstory that fits in. I think she's more of like a sorceress that gets powers on this backstory. It's more of a dress though. Even in the trailer for the battle pass, they put it in as like her wearing a dress, so it's not necessarily my favorite. I think she has better skins out there. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. It doesn't really do anything crazy with colors or concepts at all. So, all right, we're on page 7 of the battle pass. So this is Joe Fixit. So we have the Bruce Banner version. See, let's go into the Hulk version of Joe Fixit. This is one more kind of, I guess, iconic one. It's another persona he has in the comics where he's a gangster in Las Vegas. So yeah, we see it here. A lot of detail. A little bit more of the cyberpunk stuff he has right here. A little bit futuristic version. He has the bowler hat, I guess, as well. Or I guess it's more of a fedora. Right, that's a fedora. All right, let's look at the ultimate version. Ooh, that's nice. I like that a lot. I think this is the best version of him, honestly, out of the 3. He does keep the hat, so the hat doesn't go away and the tie stays, so that's pretty huge for us. Right, the Joe Fixit is probably my favorite. I think the ultimate does a lot for me. So I'm going to give Joe Fixit Hulk a 10 out of 10. My first 10 out of 10 so far. All right, we're on page 8 of the battle pass. So this is Star Spangled style. So a Captain America skin. We are finally getting a Captain America skin. We do not get enough, so I'm glad that they're giving us one. So Hellfire inspired, of course. I'm seeing the detail on the A's right here for his buttons for the Avengers. I think we get another A right here. Then we get the star, of course, red, white, and blue for his colors. I saw a comment on TikTok that I can't get out of my head that this version of Captain America looks like Cody Rhodes, or this is something Cody Rhodes would wear. The American Nightmare.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna give this Captain America, I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. All right, we're on page 9 of the battle pass. So this is the Iron Fist skin, Immortal weapon of Agamotto. So this version of Iron Fist gets the eye of Agamotto from Doctor Strange. So when you look on the skin, that's why we get the eyes on both shoulders and on the back as well. Honestly, he kind of looks like a Power Ranger a little bit with that white and gold with him. Let's inspect it. Definitely one of the strongest skins for Iron Fist in the game so far. We get a lot of chest here, a lot of skin exposed for Iron Fist. Okay, we see the magical symbols glow on his gauntlets. That's a very nice touch. Of course, the eyes I pointed out earlier, they're glowing, and the cap's marked up as well. I'm going to give this Iron Fist skin a 9 out of 10. All right, we are on page 10 of the battle pass. So this is our last skin, dance partner for Cloak and Dagger. So Hellfire Gala, obviously them dressed up. I feel like we get so many skins for Cloak and Dagger, probably just they're popular. Should we look at the inspection? Of course, them at the gala, danger happens. Do they keep the mask, or it's only for the MVP? It's probably only for the MVP. Yeah, they just go away automatically. I really like Cloak's design and the colors they pick for him. I think they stand out a lot. It's gonna be easier to find them though. Daggers, I don't necessarily love. It's kind of plain. The hair piece is nice that they give her, but other than that, I'm not a big fan. I think Cloak outdoes her on this one. What do we want to give him? The dress for me really pulls it down, honestly. I'm gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. All right, we just graded every skin in the battle pass for season 2 of Marvel Rivals. I really like all these skins. I may have been too harsh on some, but let me know what you would grade these skins down in the comments. This is just personal preference. This is how I feel. Let me know how you feel down in the comment section. So we're going to be having more content here soon, so please subscribe to the channel.